Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Sarika Atul Patil. I am working as Assistant Professor in Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Technology, Pimpri, Pune, Maharashtra. I am participant of International FDP on Environment and Sustainability organized by D.Y. Patil College of Engineering, Akurdi, Pune in collaboration with UNESCO. I am preparing this subject-specific environmental awareness video. For this, I have chosen second year ENTC subject, Object-Oriented Programming. Sustainability is the ability of a system to work continuously irrespective of changes occurred with time. To lead to the sustainability, we have to use repair, reduce, reuse and recycle concept. The key idea in object-oriented is the real world can be accurately described as collection of objects that interact. A programming paradigm that is focused on objects and data is the object-oriented programming. Objects are identified to model a system. Objects are designed to interact with each other. The short form of object-oriented programming is OOP. OOP use a different set of programming language than old procedure-oriented programming language. For example, C and Pascal. C++ and Java are the examples of the OOP language. The basic concepts of the object-oriented programming. Everything in object-oriented programming is grouped as a self-sustainable objects. Hence, we gain reusability by means of object-oriented programming concepts. The basic concept of object-oriented programming are object, class, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. If all these features are presented in a programming, the programming is called perfect object-oriented programming. Now we see the one by one concepts. First one is the object. We write program to solve our problems and get our work done. Object-oriented programming is considered as a design methodology for building non-rigid software. In OOPS, every logic is written to get our work done but represented in the form of objects. OOP allows us to break our problems into small unit of work that is represented via objects and their functions. We build function around objects. They may be represent person, a place or any atom that the program must handle. Objects are the basic runtime entities in an object-oriented system. An object is entity that has state, behavior and identity. Every object is associated with data and function, which define meaningful operation on that object. Object is real-world existing entity. Object is an instance of particular class. For example, we take the example here, the mouse. Mouse is an object. It has behavior such as scrolling, left click and right click. In OOP, programmer define not only the data type of data structure but also the type of operations, methods, means functions that can be applied to the data structure. In this way, the data structure become an object that include both data and functions in one unit. In addition, programmer can create relationship between one object and another. For example, object can inherit characteristics from other objects. Here we take the organization of data and function diagram. The three objects are shown here, object A, object B and object C. The data is secured. Data can be communicated. To access the data, we have to use the functions. Function can communicate to other objects. When we think of the mobile phone as an object, is basic functionality for which it was invented were calling and receiving a call and messaging. We take here the three brands, Samsung, Nokia and iPhone. So these are nothing but the objects and the class is the mobile. So the next concept is the class. A class is in OOP is a plan which describes the objects. We call it a blueprint of how the object shall be represented. Mainly a class will consist of a name, attributes and operation. Considering the above example, mobile can be a class which has some attributes like profile type, IMEI number, processor and some more. It have operations like dial, receive and send message. Another example, the class name is fruit and the objects of the fruit objects are banana, apple, pineapple, strawberry. Next concept is abstraction. Abstraction allows us to expose limited data and functionality of object publicly and hide the actual implementation. In the example of mobile class, the objects like Nokia, Samsung and iPhone, some features of the mobile are dialing a number, call some methods internally which concatenate the numbers and display it on screen, but what is it doing we do not know. Also clicking on green button actual send signal of calling person mobile, we are unaware of how it is doing. This is called abstraction. In classes we can create methods that can be called and used by the user of the class, but user will have no idea what these methods do internally. For example, when you write the program, we directly display the output on the screen, but while execution, the height of the data and its background detail. Another concept is the encapsulation. Encapsulation is a process of binding data members, that is variables, and member functions into a single unit. Class is the best example of encapsulation. Encapsulation enables reusability of an instance of an already implemented class within a new class while hiding and protecting the method and properties from the client classes. Next concept is the inheritance. The mechanism of deriving a new class from the old class is called as inheritance or derivation. Inheritance is the mechanism to provide a power of reusability and extendability. Inheritance is the process by which one object can acquire the properties of another objects. The old class is known as the base class, while the new class is known as the derived class or subclass. Here is the example. The base class is the vehicle. The derived class is the car and truck. Another subclass of the car is the electric car and the petrol car. Another example is the grandfather is the nothing but a class A, which is the base class. Subclass is the class B, that is the father. Another subclass of the class B is the class C, that is nothing but the child. Next concept is the basic mobile functionality is used to send a message, dial and receive a call. So the branch of mobile is using this basic functionality by extending the mobile class functionality and adding their own new features to their respective brand. The next concept is polymorphism. Polymorphism is a Greek term, means ability to take more than one form. Polymorphism can be defined as ability of using same name for doing different things. More precisely, we say it as a many forms of single entity. For example, the plus sign is used to make sum of two numbers, as well as it is used to combine two strings. If we apply the plus sign on the two numbers, for example 5 plus 5, we get the addition of that number, that is string. If we apply the plus sign on the string, we combine the string. For example, in plus dia, we get the combined string India. Advantage of object-oriented programming: extensibility. Adding new features or responding to changing operating environment can be solved by introducing a few new objects and modifying some existing one. Maintainability. Objects can be maintained separately, making locating and fixing problem easier. Reusability. Objects can be reused in different programs. Thank you.